listening to high school football here on 96.3 WJOP. Happy Thanksgiving, sports fans. We're bringing you the Newburyport Amesbury game live here in Newburyport. I'm Steve Bowen with Sean Gallagher. What a great game we have today, Sean.
Yeah, the 101 game here between these great rivals. Last year was the 100th game, and Newburyport pretty much dominated last year, and it's a whole nother year, whole nother game, and whole different circumstances here where, we have right now it's drizzling, it's cold, it's wet. And I definitely believe the weather conditions are going to have something to do with today's game.
Yeah, most definitely. Right now, just a light rain, but definitely going to be pouring as the game goes on. And to my opinion, that gives Amesbury a better chance today. They're coming in 7-3, the 6th seed in Division 7. They love to run the ball. They got 3 guys that carry the rock for them. DJ DiCarlo, the senior captain, 824 rushing yards, trying to hit that 1,000 mark today. Joe Pulo, the sophomore, he's got 780 yards this year. He's looking to get that 1,000-yard mark. And you can't forget about the other running back, Ollie Peters and Connor Scaladone. Lots of carries for that guy, too. So this Amesbury Red Hawk team loaded with running backs. On the Newburyport side, though, there's that one guy that everybody's going to be watching today, star quarterback Colin Fuller. This kid is an amazing athlete, having a great season, Sean. Colin Fuller, tell us about him.
Yeah, I mean, Colin Fuller, senior captain, is the heart and soul of that Newburyport offense, and just an extremely a student athlete that you really got to key on and try to stop. And what I love about today's game, it's you have 2 different philosophies. You have the, really a double wing power football that Amesbury's bringing, and then on the flip side with Coach Smolsky's offense, it's more of a spread. Get your athletes out in space and try to move the football down the field. I really believe the key for today is probably going to be both defenses. Can the Amesbury defense match up with some of those athletes on the perimeter and the speed? And then on the flip side, the Newburyport defense really trying to slow down that running game. And Amesbury with that double wing power offense, and you're going to probably see a straight T offense. They work at double team, point of attack. And on that first and second down, Steve, they have to get 3, 4, 5 yards on first down. And I really believe if you're Coach Smolsky and working with that defense, you tell that defense all week, you got to stop them on first and second down. Make Amesbury 3rd and long, because if you force them 3rd and long, Steve, there's not a lot of plays in that type of offense that you can, really, unlike Newburyport, where they're open offense, where they can score, they have the big plays. That Amesbury offense just really relies on first and second down getting yardage. So that's where I think the 2 keys. The other piece, too, I think when you're looking at the weather right now, if you're Newburyport, so you might be coming in for a balanced offense, right? You're probably looking to throw and run, ultimately 50% of the time. But if you're looking at that weather right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Newburyport comes out more in the shotgun and having Colin Fuller throw the football. And the whole key to that is the more rain that's going to be coming in, those, as much as you try to keep dry footballs for a passing game, they're going to get soaked, they're going to get heavy. So really take advantage of the weather if it's just drizzling right now to really get your passing game going.
Yeah, that's a great point. Get that going early if you can, because that rain definitely will be pouring down come at least halftime, if not before. And like Sean said, this team loves to run the spread, but Colin Fuller, with his legs, he can be lethal as well. He just needs a little bit of space, and this kid can get off and running. He can take this game over himself if it leads to that. I mean, this kid, look at his stats this kid has this year. Passing 1788 on the year with 918 rushing yards. He's looking to be the first in the area with 2,000 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards. With the rain, going to be real hard to get to that 2,000, but definitely could see him getting into the 1,000 club. And this kid's a quarterback, folks. This season, he's made 67% of his throws, 18 touchdown passes, and also, just running as well. I believe he's got total 33 touchdowns on the season for Colin Fuller. That's what he's accounted for. So this kid's a touchdown machine, and really looking forward to seeing how him and his teammates come together. Can't forget about Sam Craig. We got to talk about Sam Craig. This kid's an amazing wide receiver for them. He's got 815 yards on the season with 46 catches. One of the best wide receivers in Newburyport history. Would love to see him get into that pass game today to try to help out that Fuller offense for Newburyport.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what I think Fuller brings to the table here is his team, and that offense feeds off of him. And I'll just tell you, he's just relentless, never quit. And anytime he has the football, he's extremely dangerous. And I do agree. I think the passing in offense and the receivers here for Newburyport are exemplary. I mean, you got Sam Craig, you got Sirota, and then also the emergence the last few games with Everett Kenny. There's a lot of weapons there, and don't forget the running game. Varadakis coming out of the backfield. So I just really believe I think both offenses are going to move the football, and it's really going to flip to that defense. And once again, because of the defense that Amesbury presents, that offense that Amesbury presents, that first defender, like even if you have aggressive linebackers that want to come flying in and get the big hit, we would coach them up. Like the first guy to the running back needs to break down and hold them up. You gotta wrap your arms against these running backs in Amesbury, because if you try to come in flying in over pursuit or try to get the big shot, these guys can bounce off and then get some big yardage. So I really believe that's going to be the key, I think, for both defenses today. We are going to talk a lot about the offense. I do think you're going to see a lot of points on the board for both sides, but it's just really what defense is going to come to play and stay within the game, the game plan.
Yeah, really looking forward to how this one plays out. With it being Thanksgiving, we want to bring it back a little bit. Go back to the 2015 Thanksgiving game. That was the first ever game played on this field at James T. Stehlin Field. Newburyport won the game here at World War Memorial Stadium, and that was the day it was dedicated to the architect of Newburyport football, James T. Stehlin. And it was also head coach Ed Guadiano's last game. He's the winningest coach in Newburyport history. And they won in overtime. Newburyport 36-34. I read it was possibly the best game ever in the history of this rivalry. 2018, can't forget about that one, the famous Ice Bowl. Sean and I actually broadcasted the game on 104.9. By far the coldest game ever. I've been a part of. We were literally the water was freezing while we were sitting there throughout the game. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, I think the wind chill that game was like 20 below zero, and I laughed at you. You came in with a hot coffee, you put it down, and it froze in about 30 seconds. I was like, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, it was a crazy day. There was ice all over the stadium. We were in Amesbury for that one. Ended up being an 8-0 game. Weather definitely played a role in that, which it might today as well. And, that's definitely one to remember as well. And then last year, can't forget about the 100th. Newburyport victorious over Amesbury. And this year we got the 101st annual rivalry game. Amesbury wants to get that back after losing last year. They also lost in the Super Bowl, Amesbury, last year. So this team is hungry to win a big, big game like this one. Both teams actually lost in the playoffs this year. Amesbury lost to Mashpee, who they're headed to the Super Bowl in Division 7. Newburyport lost to Shawshene Valley Tech out of Billerica. They're headed to the Super Bowl as well. So two very, very good teams, playoff teams, getting at it today. We're about 3:40 on the clock till game time. Really looking forward to how this one plays out today, Sean.
Yeah, and I think both squads coming out here. They're fired up, and that's the other piece too. Is when you're coaching big games like this, both squads are gonna be a little bit more anxious, a little more jacked up, and you just want to make sure, I think, whatever offense comes out first is you kind of run your bread and butter, get those first couple hits out of the way, have your team settle down. But I do agree with you 100%. I think this is going to be a great game. You have both teams that are two playoff teams that are evenly matched, and unfortunately, what they drew in the playoffs were like the number one seeds, and the teams that they lost to last week are playing in the Super Bowl. So you have two very talented teams here. 101 game, and I had a great opportunity going to the Wall of Fame. I get to go to that every year, and then just talking about Coach Stehlin and what he's done over the years. Not only just the winningest coach and him and Gudiano, the unbelievable coaches that have come out of Newburyport, but when you hear about the players that talk about these coaches, Steve, they just talk about how these coaches made a change, a difference in their lives, and how they were great role models and taught them about character, adversity. And I think that's the wins and losses. When you have great coaches like that, that just takes care of itself. But it's those off the field lessons that great coaches like Coach Stehlin teach to the young people. That's just legacy that it just continues. So looks like we're going to have the national anthem here. So we'll take a quick pause.
Doing the coin toss right now. Can't forget the crew that we have on today. Maeve Power, our producer. Aidan O'Connor on the camera. Tom Goodwin also producing today. And Lilly Dissette in the studio, making it all happen so we can get this game out to you guys.
As the captains are there, and they probably have a ceremonial coin typically at Thanksgiving that they flip and then they give off to the to the teams.
Captains for Newburyport: Colin Fuller, Eli Sirota, Will Roper, and then added for this game, Sam Craig and Tyler Chorbanen act as game day Thanksgiving captains. Does not happen very often, but high praises from head coach Ben Smolsky getting those guys in as captains. On the Amesbury side, number 77, Nolan Viant and DJ DiCarlo, the two captains for Amesbury.
And Steve Cohen and our marching band is ready to play the national anthem, and just credit our music program for all the work that they've been doing over the past couple of years. We actually have a middle school band that's underway that participates with the high school, and building that music program is just as important as building our athletic program. So I want to thank Steve Cohen for all his hard work.
Dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And that's your national anthem by the Newburyport Band. And we're just about to get started here on Thanksgiving. Big-time rivalry, Newburyport taking on Amesbury. Live here at James T. Stehlin Field in Newburyport. Big-time matchup. I'm Steve Bowen with Hall of Famer Sean Gallagher, player and coach. Great to be here back in the booth with you, Sean.
Thank you.
Great ball game we have today.
That only cost me, what, $25, that plug?
Oh, yeah, and I'm going to get more. That won't be the last time today, Sean.
Yeah, a lot of great traditions. We're obviously broadcasting, one of the best in the state, but also that Salem-Beverly game is going on today. It's the 124th year, and, as you said, I was very fortunate to coach and play at Salem High School, along with all my brothers, so I can definitely relate of what a great football tradition does for a community. And that's the other piece that's here today is you have both communities really. Obviously, it's a big rival, but people are coming together, sharing stories, and really how wonderful that is on Thanksgiving to be thankful for what you have.
Amesbury going to kick off. It's a short kick at the 50. Newburyport picks it up. Trying a little onside action to start the ball game is Amesbury. Newburyport jumps all over it. Great field position to start off the game for the Clippers.
Right, and I think that's just great scouting right there by Coach Smolsky, because I was looking at the return team, Steve, and typically you have some of the bigger guys up front on your return team, but I did notice a couple guys right in the center there, some receivers. So, as Amesbury kicked that onside kick, I think it was well prepared for Newburyport. And this is what we've seen, spread them out. Newburyport style offense, get your athletes out in space and spread out the Amesbury secondary. So here we go, 1st and 10.
Spread offense out for Newburyport. Fuller in the gun. Verdukas offset to the left. And Verdukas gets the pitch. He goes left side. Gets about 8-yard gain on the play. Newburyport starting off the game very well.
Right, they just run a speed option to the left side as they collapse on Fuller. He ends up pitching to Verdukas, but I also want to credit Everett Kenny. Kenny out there blocking, holding his block for a good 4 or 5 seconds, which provided the big gain.
Can't miss Everett Kenny. He's got those yellow highlighter cleats on as he's worn all season. Here's the pitch to Verdukas on the right side. Gets a first down and more. Nice 5-6 yard gain there on the play. First down, Clippers.
Yeah, nice job that time. We've been talking, I think, the games that we've done about that offensive line for Newburyport. They had a good surge that time. Verdukas ends up picking up the first down.
He's now offset to the left of Fuller, who's in the gun. Sam Craig out to the right side. Kenny in the slot on the left. And then out wide, Sheridan. This time it's a Fuller keeper up the middle, left side. Got a first down and some room, folks, to the 25. Down about the 18-yard line. Another first down, Clippers.
Right. Nice job that time. And as you can see, Steve, they're spreading Amesbury out. And, Newburyport has a lot of athletes, and Coach Smolsky's offensive coordinator wants to put his athletes in space, allow them to make plays. And that time with Fuller, just makes a couple cuts and picks up another first down.
Newburyport just running the rock here to start the game. We thought maybe with the light rain they might go to the throw, but they're saying we can run it to Amesbury. Here's Verdukas up the middle. He's got room. Brought down about the 12-yard line. Nice little gain there on first down. Going to bring up 2nd and about 4.
Right, when we talk about that offensive line, it starts at the center position. Noah Benson, having himself a great year, only a sophomore, 5'7", 210 pounds. They're just running right up the gut right now.
Ball on the 13-yard line. Newburyport trying to get the first score of the game. 10:09 on the clock. Verdukas coming out of the game. Bringing in number 6, Everett Kenny. He's in the slot out wide. Silas Brennan to the left side. In tight. On the right is Trips with Sam Craig in the front of it. Fuller out of the gun, empty backfield. Fuller takes the snap. He's running to the right side, going to keep it. Trying to make some guys miss, but Amesbury defense not fooled on the play. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd down now for the Clippers.
Right, that time, no back, really, just QB keeper to the weak side away from Trips. Got to credit Amesbury, Evan Murphy, defensive end that time, not allowing Fuller to get to the outside, and Fuller had to cut it back.
About 3rd and 2 now from the 11. Verdukas back in the game. He's offset to the right of Fuller. Sam Craig now in the slot on the right side. Out wide with Sirota. On the left side is Brennan. It's a Verdukas keeper up the middle. Gets a first down. And then brought down hard. Nice tackle there. Number 62 for Amesbury. Stacy Peck.
Yeah, Peck, nice tackle that time, but not early enough. Verdukas kept his legs going. It's going to 1st and goal. It looks like at the 7-yard line. So this is a great drive right here for Newburyport. And I agree, Steve. Right now it's overcast, it's drizzling. We don't have the heavy rain yet, but Newburyport's doing all of this on the ground and haven't had to rely on the pass at this point.
Verdukas offset to the right of Fuller, who's in the gun. Craig in the slot on the right side. Out wide, Sirota. Brennan on the left side. He's way outside on the left. It's a fumble on the snap. Fuller gets it, though. Able to recover. Going to bring up 4th down, though, for Newburyport. Let's see what they do here. Oh, sorry, 2nd down for Newburyport. Going to be 2nd and long now.
Right, and this is, as we were talking in the pregame, the longer you play, Steve, those footballs are going to get very heavy. They're going to be wet, and that's something that you need to be concerned with. Turnovers and fumbles, and it looked like that just couldn't get a handle on the snap that time, but Fuller, being the athlete he is, just jumped right on the ball. So now you have 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Varadukis now offset to the left of Fuller, who's in the gun. 3 wide receivers out to the right. Brennan outside to the left. Fuller keeps it, goes up the middle, has a hole to the 5. Trying to get in the end zone, going to be close. Oh, they're going to put him down right about the half-yard line. Colin Fuller trying to get another touchdown on the season and start off this game, but he's going to be just short.
Tell you, Tyler Cherbanian, nice job lead blocking on that. It almost was like pulling Fuller into the end zone. After he made the lead block, he kept going downfield. So Cherbanian, nice job. This is a great drive right here for the Clippers. Really starting at the 50-yard line off of the onside kick that was recovered by Newburyport.
Here's Varadukis offset to the right of Fuller. Sam Craig in the slot. It's a Varadukis carry. Touchdown, Newburyport.
Nice job that time, and great job, I think, mixing it up. But I think the offensive line is really came here to play today. I mean, that was a 50-yard drive. They were coming off the football. Noah Benson, the sophomore center. Also Sam Harford, the guard. Will Ropa, George Looms, and Landon Thurberge. Great job.
Newburyport looks like they're going to go for 2 here with Fuller in the backfield. And Sirota, the single back. Sam Craig out wide to the right side. The center by himself. Now moving Sirota. He gets it a screen pass. Then he throws it to the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Silas Brennan, 8-0 Newburyport.
I'll tell you, that's what's great about Thanksgiving. You have a few extra days. You can throw in a couple of trick plays right there. So that time they go for 2. It looks like they're going to kick 1. Well executed. Just looked like it was going to be a slip screen to the left side. It was really a double pass for a for the extra point. Silas Brennan, great job there. But I'll tell you, special teams wise, if I was throughout the year going to choose a special teams player of the year, Silas Brennan's been incredible on the kickoff and return team. So he gets his due today. He gets the 2-point conversion in the 101st Amesbury Newburyport.
He can tell
everybody. Game.
Tell everybody.
That's right.
2-point conversion now.
For all of our former players, it's really, I call it has-been week. We all walk around and brag how great we were. So I'm sure that's happening in both squads. Amesbury alum and Newburyport alum in the stands saying how great you were, and you probably were.
Here's the kick. Left to right, bouncing at the 32, picked up by Amesbury. Nowhere to go, though. About a 37-yard line. That's where the Red Man will start with their first offensive possession of the game. What would you like to see the Clippers do here to stop Amesbury as the rain is starting to
Well, I think it's just right here. It's going to see how you're going to make this adjustment. They got to, this is, we've seen this offense back on the North Shore, Northeast Conference. Matt Durgan of Lynn Classical in the 90s and 2000s came out, was one of the first to run this double tight, double wing. They come out in the straight wing and point of attack. So we'll see the adjustments here.
Fumble on the first play on the I think Newburyport has it. It was bobbled on the snap. Yeah, Clippers get it. Everything going Newburyport's way right now.
I'll tell you, TJ Skiba, that time, it looked like they came out in a 6-2. They put Skiba either right on the center or put Skiba in the gap. And I'll tell you, he gets penetration, and he caused that fumble. And not only did he cause it, he ends up recovering it. So great job defensively by Skiba. I'll tell you, the last game that we broadcast, the first playoff game, Steve, that defense really came to life, caused a lot of turnovers, and right there, Newburyport with the big turnover and Skiba. Tackle, fumble, and recovery.
What a play by Skiba. He's all fired up now. 1st and 10 for the Clippers from the Amesbury 41-yard line. Fuller in the backfield looking to throw. He does screen pass. Caught incomplete. Eli Sirota, about a 5-yard gain on the play. First throw of the game for the Clippers.
Yep, Sirota's been a key factor throughout this season. I'll tell you, Sirota, usually when the game is on the line, that's when that kid really steps up. So when they're ahead, Sirota will pick up the 4 or 5, but it's like when they're down by 6, that's when he has to get like a 60-yard reception. So nice pitch and catch that time. Fuller to Sirota.
Everett Kenny back in the game. He's out wide to the left. Veradukis in the backfield. It's a Fuller keeper. No, he does a screen pass. Caught incomplete. Number 9, Tyler Chorbinen, going to get a first down on the play. Taken down about the 21-yard line. Clippers moving the ball again.
Right, Chorbanian. Nice job that time. Just a little flare pass. And as you can see, with the spread offense, Fuller's doing a quicker pace right now. Getting into a rhythm. So we saw 2 passes right away.
Steady rain right now, but nothing too hard as Fuller able to still get a grip on it, throw the ball. He's here in the gun. He keeps it. It throws to the end zone. Sam Craig is open. One-handed. Couldn't corral it in, though. Went for the one-handed catch. Incomplete pass. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 now. He's might be hurt. He's coming up. He's kind of hunched over.
Yeah, I think he might have got the wind knocked out of him there. He landed hard in the end zone. He's just shaking up a little bit. Comes off on his own power. He's probably just got to catch his breath. I'll tell you can definitely see the difference. Fuller, with the rain and that football, he did get the football to him, but you can see how it's kind of slipped out of his hand. So the rain's definitely coming into play.
Fuller in the gun, looking to keep it. Tries to get up the middle, but nowhere to go. Ball's loose. But looks like Newburyport able to corral it in.
Yeah, this is definitely 2-down territory right here. I like that call to Fuller. We're getting more of that steady rain, as they predicted.
3rd down coming up for Newburyport. They've stuck with that spread formation as they've played all season, even though in the rain. They don't care. They go right back to that spread. Veradukis offset to the left of Fuller, who's in the gun. 3 wide receivers spread to the left. 1 man out to the right side. Fuller looking to throw to the right. He does. Caught incomplete and then out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Great catch, Silas Brennan.
Yeah, Silas Brennan just coming in, having himself a good first quarter. Got the 2-point conversion. Big reception that time. Tell you, one of the defensive calls, and we used to, during the rain time, especially with a great quarterback like Fuller, you just see if, when the coaches wanted to throw, if that dry football would come in.
Yep.
Or a drier football. That was always a key. But I'm sure Coach Smolsky understands that, the defense may be looking for something like that.
Newburyport going to call a timeout. Now with the first down and goal for the Clippers. They're coming. Yep.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is, I think, a key defensive stand here for Amesbury. As we were talking, they're a ball control running power football team, which I love. But one of the, keys of that is you got to sustain drives, and you can't fall behind by too much. If you fall behind 2 scores, 3 scores with that type of offense, it's just really hard to come back. So this is why I believe this is a very important defensive stand for the Amesbury Redhawks.
Offensively, Newburyport been pretty unstoppable to start this game. Probably exactly how head coach Smolsky wanted to play out for them. Redmond, one offensive snap so far, had a fumble on the play, turnover, and it's been all Clippers.
Right, and I think this offensive line for the Newburyport Clippers has really come out to play. Well, you don't really have to rely much on the pass right now, the way they're controlling the line of scrimmage.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. Trips to the right side, in tight Fuller. Empty backfield, he's in the gun. Oh, it's a pitch. Up the middle, gonna be a touchdown, Eli Sirota.
Nice play right there, and I'll tell you, just a little shiver pass there. Eli Sirota just run right up the gut. So I'm telling you, they have Noah Benson in the center, Sam Harford, and George Looms. That offensive line is really, between tackle and tackle, I mean, I've been impressed throughout this football year. Here we go. This is the extra point, doing the same formation.
Going to go for 2 is Newburyport. Fuller in the gun, offset to the right now is Sirota. Sam Craig out wide to the right side. It's going to Craig to the end zone. Oh, he catches it. Was he in? No, just out of bounds, but a great grab by Craig. So 2-point conversion is no good. 14-0, no Newburyport lead. What a great start for the Clippers.
Yeah, 100%. And as you were saying, they could do no wrong. They've had 2 drives. One started at the 50-yard line. I think the other one started at the 40. So field position has been great. But really, Amesbury just defensively hasn't had the answer to this running offense of Newburyport. And I think that's the whole key, too. It's still the first quarter. You know, Amesbury finds themselves down by 2 touchdowns. And, you know, right now I'm sure Coach McQueen is going to pull that offense in and say, all right, guys, you know, we're down 2. We're getting the ball right here. Let's go back to kind of what we've been doing all year and see if they can sustain a drive right here.
Amesbury might have shot themselves in the foot, though, trying to go for an onside kick to start the game. Gave Newburyport great field position and a lot of confidence. And now we got a 14-0 lead. Here's the kick left to right. Amesbury gets to the 20, 25, 30, up to the 35. Finally brought down at about the 44-yard line. So Amesbury going to start off with some good field position here.
Right, and throughout the year, Thurston and Skiba, those 2 middle backers, I just really, they're both going to be back next year, and I just really impressed how they both feed off of each other. 2 different styles of defense, but both are great linebackers. So I think to make this adjustment, it looks like they're running a 6-2 up front to slow this running game, and they have Skiba, once again, right over the center.
Here's Amesbury out of the T formation. 1st and 10. It's a carry to the right side. Got some room. Going to be a first down. DJ DiCarlo, his first run of the game at about 11-yard gain.
Right, and I think that of all the plays in this offense, Steve, because a lot of it is counter trap, the guards will be trapping, you see a lot of pulling. Always felt we could handle those types of things. It's the straight dive that really throws linebackers off, because you're used to keying those linemen and going to flow, but that straight drive, quick hitters are the ones that I think you're really going to be aware of, and that's what was the first play they just ran.
Here's Amesbury out of the wing tee. It's a carry to the right side. Connor Scaladone gets the carry, but a 5-yard gain on the play, brought out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Right, that time they just run the counter trade to the right side, and because the line is so tight, they're toe-to-toe, it's hard to get penetration between, and this is why this offense is very effective. They, double team at the point of attack, so they're going to have 2 guys on 1 guy at the point of attack, and then they either will trap with the guard or pull the guard in tackle on the backside. So they get more guys at the point of attack than you can defensively.
Under center is Dubé, wing T formation for Amesbury. From the 40, got some movement. Yeah, false start on the offense. Going to be 5-yard penalty.
Right, that's going to push them back to second and probably about like 2nd and 10. And this is exactly, if you're playing defense for Newburyport, this is exactly what you want. This key right here is to really focus on this, Steve, because if you can get a no gain, then you're going to put Amesbury in a hole where they'll be 3rd and long. You know, to run this offense and run this offense effective, you really rely on getting yardage on 1st and 2nd down.
I'm sure you're fired up, Sean, to see this wing T formation in play.
I love the running game, that's for sure.
We don't see it as much anymore, but Amesbury in this rain coming out in that wing T like they have all year. Inside carry. It's going to be a 1st down and more to the left side. Off and running is Amesbury, number 30, Joppa. Big play there for the Redmen.
Right, that time misdirection. They run the trap to the left side, collapse the defensive line, and a big gain. Exactly what Amesbury was looking to do. Making some subs here. You know, the other key to the Amesbury offense is because they're so tight, they're toe-to-toe, they force that defense to the inside, and you can kind of neutralize the speed of a defense by this type of an offense.
Amesbury right back to that wing T. Got movement, though, on the line. I think it's on the Redhawks.
Yeah, that time just jumping off sides.
Down 14-0. Can't have penalties.
No, that's going to put them 1st and 15.
Redhawks got to clean it up. Big drive here for them with just 2:43 left here in the first quarter. Here at the 101st Thanksgiving Day game between Amesbury and Newburyport. 14-0 score. It's been all Newburyport to start off this game, but Amesbury looking for their first score of the game. Here they are from the 19-yard line out of the wing T, 1st and 15. Doobie under center. Inside carry. Got some room. Off and running. Number 30. Going to be brought down at the 1-yard line. 1st down, Redhawks.
Yeah, they're coming out right here, Steve. They're running there unbalanced. So they have a straight T behind the quarterback. And they're going unbalanced right, unbalanced left. Trying to get one extra guy at the point of attack, and that time just a nice, straight dive. So you had two double teams at the point of attack that time.
Joppa with the carry, just a sophomore, comes in with 780 yards, trying to hit that 1,000-yard mark today in the ball game. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line is Amesbury. Doobie under center. He keeps it, tries to push the line forward. Going to be a touchdown, Amesbury.
Yep, Amesbury settled down right there, and as we were saying, I'm sure Coach McQueen brought his guys in. He said, guys, let's get back to our bread and butter, and that time give Amesbury credit. They sustained a nice drive and really mixed it up. And I know it may not look like that. It looks like they're just running, straight ahead, but they ran counter tray, they ran inside trap, they're running unbalanced. So they're doing a lot of scheming up front with that offensive line.
14-6 is the score, 1:44 on the clock. Rain coming down here in Newburyport. Here at the 101st Thanksgiving Day game between these two rivalries. Going for 2-point conversion. It's a carry up the right side, trying to get in. He does. 2-point conversion is good. Ben Wood, the junior, with the carry.
Right, so Ben Wood that time looked like he was going to be stopped in the backfield, but kept his legs going, turned, picks up the 2-point conversion. So 14-8. And we're back in a ball game right now.
Great response by the Redhawks after being down 14-0, using that wing T formation to their benefit. Let's talk a little bit about that wing T. Where did that come from? I know Gloucester has run it for many, many years.
Yeah, this is the wing T's been around for a long time. This is a little bit different version, although they're in a T backfield. The difference between a traditional wing T and this offense is they're all toe-to-toe. So what they do with that is it allows a double team at point of attack, and because everyone's tight, it allows your backside guard, your backside tackle to run, traps and counter tray. traditional wing T, they usually want to space you out a little bit more in the offensive line, but very similar concepts.
Right to left. Here's the kick from Amesbury. Bounces at the 25. Picked up by Sam Craig at the 20 to the 25-30. He goes, makes a guy miss to the 35, 40, 45, 50. Got him out of beat. He does. He's off and running, folks. To the house, Sam Craig. Touchdown. Got a flag, though, all the way back at the 36. Let's see what the call is. This could be devastating to the Clippers.
Probably going to get a block in the back. I think way behind the.
Oh, it's on Newburyport. That ball's coming way back. Wow, Sam Craig, what a run for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call. You know, tough call.
That ball's coming all the way back after Sam Craig just took it to the house. But a penalty on the play. I could see like an Everett Kenny doing that, but Sam Craig, wow. Kid's a super athlete.
Super athlete, and the difference between he's got like deceptive speed, Steve, because he's so tall. So it looks like he's not running that fast, but every stride he takes is an extra 1.5 to 2 yards more than everyone else. And he is a very, as you said, talented athlete, but showed the wheels that he has also.
That ball's all the way back at the Newburyport 25-yard line. That's where they'll start 1st and 10, empty backfield. Fuller in the gun. Kenny and Craig to the right side. Then 2 wide receivers out to the left. Kenny comes across. It's a fake, and Fuller keeps it to the 30, 35, 1st down and more, 40, 45. He's still running, folks. Finally going to be brought down. It's going to take like half the Amesbury defense to get Fuller down. Big play there for Newburyport.
Yeah, and that's what you really appreciate about Colin Fuller is, you know what I mean? He's not just a great athlete. He's going to pick up yards and stuff like that, but it's just the heart that he has, getting hit and tackled and keeps his legs going, carrying 4, 5, 6 guys at a time. That's inspiring to the rest of your offense, especially that offensive line. The offensive linemen love running backs and quarterbacks like that, and it's enjoyable for them to block for.
Verdukas comes back into the game. He's offset to the right of Fuller, who's in the shotgun. Kenny by himself on the left side. 2 wide receivers out to the right. It's a Verdukas carry. He's brought down, though, at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Nice defensive play there. 55 for Amesbury. Kalen Noseworthy.
Yeah, nice job that time. Noseworthy on the blitz. It looks like they ran a stunt to that weak side.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Noseworthy coming right through the line, senior linebacker. And Coach McQueen was talking about his linebacker core, very similar to Newburyport with a lot of guys running around, but the linebacker core at Amesbury is also very solid, led by Noseworthy.
2nd and 10 now for Newburyport from the 42-yard line of Amesbury. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 14-8. Newburyport over Amesbury here at the 101st Thanksgiving Day rivalry game between these two. What a great matchup we've had so far.
Yeah, same thing. I think Newburyport, when some of the games that we saw, they've come out traditionally this year a little bit slow. But today they came out operating all cylinders. 2 possessions right off the bat, 2 touchdowns. Some great job blocking. I think that first series was all running, and then the second series they actually mixed up the pass a little bit too. But you got to credit Amesbury. You're down 2 scores. Things don't look like it's going your way. All of a sudden, they really needed to get a drive going to get back on the board, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, both teams coming in with a very good season. Both playoff teams. Redhawks coming in 7-3 out of Division 7. They had the 6th seed. Unfortunately, lost to Mashpee 30-20 down on the Cape. Tough place to play. Mashpee, a very well-known, good football team over the years. They're headed to the Super Bowl. Newburyport, they're coming off a loss to Shawshene Valley Tech out of Bill Rickard. That team's undefeated, though, and they're going to Foxborough as well. Shawshene Valley only 12 points given up this season. In the playoffs this year. But both teams battle-tested and ready today. 14-8 is the score to start the second quarter. Newburyport going to start off the Amesbury 42-yard line. to get things going here. Referees coming together as they're looking to change that scoreboard.
Think they're looking to set the clock here.
12 minutes on the clock here to start the second quarter, and we are underway. Second down and 10 now for the Clippers. Fuller alone in the backfield. 2 wide receivers spread out to the left, 3 spread out to the right side. Sam Craig all the way on the right side. Kenny, man in motion. It's a fake on the screen pass. Fuller keeps it to the left side, makes a man miss to the 40, and then brought down at about the 37-yard line. Another Fuller run. Going to bring up third down now for the Clippers.
I tell you, Fuller, it was like dead to right there. You had like 3 Amesbury guys all around him, and his quickness and footwork, he avoids 2 and then picks up another 5 yards after that. So he's the type of athlete that you really got to break down and try to watch the hips and try to wrap your arms, but a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, Fuller having a season for the ages for this Clippers team, as he's definitely got to be close to that 1,000-yard rushing mark on the year. Here's a carry for Eli Sirota. Nowhere to go, though. On third down, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th and 7 now for Newburyport.
Yeah, Ethan Kirby that time. The other defensive end on the other side, was not going to be fooled. Just maintain outside leverage. Nice tackle on Sirota. As we know, Sirota is another great athlete there. Hard to tackle in the open field, so you have to credit Kirby that time, breaking down and wrapping his arms.
Big 4th down now for the Clippers from the 38 of Amesbury. 4th and 6. Fuller in the backfield of the gun. Verdukas offset to the right. Fuller looking to throw. He does. Got a man. Sam Craig caught and complete. Touchdown, Newburyport.
Tell you, wow. That right on the money. Just step right back. A little play action off of that. And as he threw that ball, I'm like, where's that going? And right on the money. Colin Fuller. You were saying, Steve, just does it all. I mean, he's going to have, 2,000 yards, or close 2,000 yards passing and 1,000 yards rushing. Is just an amazing, amazing football player.
Kid's an absolute stud. Put that thing on the money. Colin Fuller showing the home crowd in Amesbury. He's the star of the show. 20-8 is the score. The going for 2 is Fuller. He's in the backfield looking to run right side. He's got room. He's going to get in. 2-point conversion is good for Colin Fuller, and Newburyport up 22-8.
Yeah, it's the same formation they're coming out. Instead of just lining up in a regular extra point, they have the offensive line on the left side. This time they put a trips look to the right side on that side of the center. And that time they all kind of run like slant patterns coming in. Defense runs with the trips guys, and Colin Fuller just runs right to the corner of the end zone.
Now, I know this doesn't happen very often, but if I'm Amesbury, I'm putting a guy just on Fuller. Wherever he goes, I'm mirroring him. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that would be a good strategy. Colin Fuller, you could spy, try to spy on him. But the problem is not only, Steve, is he a great running back, but then you're going to lose some coverage behind you because you're going to have an extra defender, either a linebacker or a strong safety, spying on him. So you don't want to, I just think consistently, you don't want to sit in one defense versus Newburyport. You got to continually mix it up and try to have them second guess.
Squib kick, bounce at the 34, picked up by Amesbury at the 25. Got some room, left side, 45-yard line, brought down at about the 50-yard line. So Amesbury going to get some good field position with 10:07 left here in the second quarter.
Right, and I think right now the special teams, the kickoff teams, have been doing a nice job getting good field position.
Amesbury has the ball first down and 10.
For both sides.
At the 49-yard line.
And here we go. Let's see if the Newburyport defense, Skiba, that first drive, made a tackle in the backfield, caused the fumble first quarter. But Amesbury, since then, has been really settling down into this offense. see if Newburyport can get a stop.
Doobie under center, right back to the T formation is Amesbury. But they've been in all game. It's a carry up the middle. No, yep. About a 2-yard gain on the play. That T formation, even getting me up here. Just who's getting it? It's just so
Right.
hard to see.
A lot of play action. A lot of fakes. Sam Halford did a nice job. I think it was Hartford and Will Roper on the tackle. That's a nice job on first down. They only got 2 yards, so now you have 2nd and 8. And this is another down and distance. You really want to dig your heels in if you're Newburyport. You want to try to get them 3rd and long.
2nd down and 8 from the 48-yard line is Amesbury. Here's a carry. Left side, trying to get the first down, is DJ DiCarlo. Finally brought out of bounds, but I think he's going to get the first down for Amesbury.
Yeah, Thurston on the stop that time. Skeeber over there.
Oh, they're saying 3rd and
They're saying first down.
First down and 10.
Nice run there by DiCarlo. The senior captain coming in with 824 yards on the year, trying to get that 1,000-yard mark today. Having a great season, 17 touchdowns with 13 two-point conversions. DiCarlo, one of their stud backs. I take it they're just going to keep feeding him and the sophomore Puello. Let's see what they do here out of the T formation. 1st and 10 from the 41. It's a carry up the middle. So deceptive. The whole Newburyport, they got to blow that whistle. Jumping all over him. Ball carry Puello on the play.
Yeah, just a straight dive that time. Picked up about 3 yards. But you got to be quick on that whistle. That used to drive me crazy.
It's like all season they've been doing it. We've seen that like 5 or 6 times.
Well, 2 things happen. Number 1, you get someone injured, right?
Yep.
Or number 2, you get guys that are playing to the whistle, so they come flying in there. They smash somebody, then they get hit with a 15-yarder for, the ref's got to be on the ball on that.
Fumble could happen that probably shouldn't have happened. Anything. Here we go now. 2nd down and 6. It's a carry left side. DJ DiCarlo gets it. First down. Brought out of bounds about the 28-yard line. First down for the Redhawks.
Nice pursuit that time by Fuller, but not until after DiCarlo gets the first down. Senior captain.
First down and 10. Amesbury.
Tell you also, Noseworthy had himself a good plays on defense, but he's also one of those offensive linemen and doing himself a great job. That time was a counter trap. The play before was a trap.
Yeah, very deceptive are those run plays out of that T formation. Hard to pick up who's going to get it, where they're going to go. Right back to that T formation is the Redhawks with Doobie under center. On first down and 10, it's a carry to the right side, but nowhere to go. This time Ben Wood with the carry, but going to bring up 2nd and long now for Amesbury.
So that time unbalanced right.
And Smith.
Newburyport adjusted to that. Nice job defensively. 2nd and 10.
7:24 on the running clock. 22-8. Newburyport lead here over Amesbury. Here at the 101st Thanksgiving Day rivalry game here at James T. Stehlin Field in Newburyport, the World War Memorial Stadium. 2nd and 10 now for Amesbury. Right back to that T formation. Doobie keeps it. Now he's going to throw. First throw of the game for them. Caught and complete. First down. Ollie Peters with the catch.
Yeah, they snuck him in that time. They kind of run a throwback bootleg to the left side. Nice play action that time by the quarterback.
He is knocked out of bounds by Thurston. First down and 10 to Amesbury.
Full the defense.
I like how Doobie hides that ball.
Yeah, nice job that time, putting the ball on his hip, hiding it from the defense. Tight end just coming across the formation. That's obviously a really difficult play for the linebackers because 99% of the time they're flying up there to stop the run. Need some secondary support when the tight end does that drag.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 12. Tripped up, though. Ben Wood on the play. Going to be a loss, and 2nd down and long now for the Red Hawks. Tough break.
Yeah, I think Skiba did a nice job on penetrating. So as they were running the counter tray, he ended up tripping up the guard, then ended up tripping up the running back. So nice penetration that time by Skiba. You know, Jack Smith is also has had himself a great year defensively. So typically as the game settles in, people start getting tired and things like that. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing some plays from Jack Smith at that D-line spot.
Pulo, Wood, and DiCarlo in the backfield out of the T formation with Doobie under center. It's Ben Wood with the carry, but he's brought down hard. Great tackle. Henry Thurston for Newburyport.
Yeah, Thurston, I've been impressed with him all season long. A junior, 5'9", 180 pounds. And I just think him and Skiba, they're going to both be back next year. So when we're talking about the Clippers, you have a great linebacker core coming, where I see Skiba as like the enforcer coming in, taking on blocks, this and that. And Thurston really has the ability, very athletic, very aggressive, but also has the ability to drop back and cover in passing. So it's a nice duo to have if you're Coach Smolsky, knowing that those two guys are back next year.
Thurston banged up on the play. Verdukas comes in for him. Here's Amesbury on 3rd and long. It's a throw. Screen pass caught incomplete. Running around is DiCarlo, but nowhere to go. Brought down. Going to bring 4th down now and 10 for Amesbury. Kind of broken up play there.
Right, and this is kind of out of Amesbury's element, like we said, when you get them 3rd and long, 4th and long. So that time they ran a screen pass to the left side. It looked like there was room to the outside, but the Newburyport defense just collapsed them pretty quick. Now you got 4th and long here.
Newburyport definitely with a lot of speed. Offensively, we see it, but on the defensive side, we see it as well. And Amesbury nowhere to go on that play. I thought DiCarlo might actually throw the ball. It was looking like, but he had nowhere to go, kept it. And now brings up 4th and 10 now.
See, Amesbury's now forced to come out of their tight offense and come into a passing formation.
Single back is DiCarlo. He gets it. Now he's looking to throw. He does to the end zone. Got a man open. Caught and complete. Touchdown, Amesbury. I said DiCarlo was looking to throw on that last play. He does on this one. Gets Newburyport fooled. 22-14.
Yeah, and we were saying they're kind of out of their element that time. They have to go single back. They run twins to the right side. They're out of that tight T formation and just do a halfback throwback. I mean, it's a halfback pass for the touchdown. That's a killer for that Newburyport Clipper defense. Those are the plays you get them 4th and long. You don't want to let them off the hook, but you got to credit Amesbury for coming right back.
Going for the 2-point conversion, back to the T formation. We got movement, though, on the line. Flag.
Yeah, Coach McQueen is, that's the type of stuff that drives you crazy sometimes. But, yeah, they're high school football guys, and they're caught in the moment.
So they're going to place the ball at the 8-yard line after the penalty. See if they still go for 22-14 score with 4:05 left in the second quarter.
And going for 2. And sometimes like a double handoff or something like that, you got to be aware of.
Right back to the T formation. Pulo, the middleman. It's a keeper, though, by Doobie. He's looking to throw. He's running to the right side, but brought down hard by Newburyport. 71. Great tackle. Great play there.
Bennett Boyer. Nice job. Coming in for the 2-point conversion. Great defensive play that time.
Still a one-score game, though. 22-14 with 4:05 left. Newburyport coming up big there defensively. after the penalty, which did not help Amesbury. Amesbury, I believe, about 3 or 4 penalties on the day, but Newburyport, like they've been all year, no penalties, just very, very sound team. Very well coached by Coach Smolsky, and it's proven to help out today with that lead.
Right, and we've seen this with 4 minutes or less when Newburyport gets the ball. I think they're actually even more dangerous towards the end of the half than they are when they have 10 minutes left. We've seen Fuller drive the ball, with 4 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, under a minute, and this is where the senior quarterback really shines.
Just a light rain here in Newburyport. Here's the kickoff, left to right. It's a nice boot all the way to the 25, the 35, 40, just about the 40-yard line. Eli Sirota with the kickoff return. They finally blow the whistle at the 40. So that's where Newburyport going to start with 3:57 on the clock.
Newburyport will have the ball first down and 10.
Tell you that defensively, the last couple of times, I think from the first quarter to the second, the 2 defensive ends, I think, are playing pretty well for Amesbury, and that's Ethan Kirby at the right side, and then 99 Evan Murphy, and then also the other outside backer containing is Ollie Peters. Very important, especially to try to contain Fuller in the run-pass option.
Here's Fuller looking to throw. Screen pass caught and complete for the 40, 45, 50, first down. Tyler Chorbanen on the play.
Yeah, there was a fumble, but recovered by Newburyport.
Chorbanen jumped all over that. Going to be a first down and 10 now from the 48-yard line for the Clippers. One-score game, 22-14.
Real important drive here for the Newburyport Clippers.
Ball's at the Amesbury 48-yard line.
Want to try to get in that end zone before the half.
Kenny in the slot. Sirota out wide to the left. Sam Craig by himself on the right side. Fuller in the gun. Fakes the option, keeps it, gets a first down. Tripped up, can't bring him down. Finally, he's tripped up and brought down, and he says, first down, Clippers.
I just tell you, I just love the way he plays the game. Just keeps those legs going, tough. Like just tough, hard-nosed running, which you expect out of a fullback or maybe like a true tailback. But Fuller does it all. He can throw. He's a great athlete, but he's just reckless, abandoned, and tenacious when he has that football. He almost looks to punish you.
Looking to throw, he does. Sam Craig caught and complete over the middle. Another first down for Newburyport. He's brought down about the 8-yard line. Clippers been moving the ball pretty easily today.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Sam Craig's just been doing what he does all year long. Big target, and that's what creates the problems when you're coming in defensively, Steve. Say, we'll just spy on Fuller, but now once you do that, now you're susceptible in your secondary for some of these great athletes on the perimeter. So it's a real tough offense to stop, especially with Fuller at the helm.
Craig comes out, Brennan comes in, he's all alone on the right side. Veridukis offset to the left of Fuller. First and goal from the 8-yard line. Kenny in the slot. Looking to keep it is Fuller. He loves left side. Trying to find some room. Going to go to the end zone. Touchdown, Newburyport. But we got flags on the play.
That's a late flag, man.
Penalty flags on the play.
Yeah, there you go. Keep it close.
Holding on the Clippers. Sean doesn't like it.
Nah, I don't like that call at all.
So that's going to come back after the Fuller touchdown. That was like way behind the play, too.
Yeah,
if there was
a touchdown call, then the flag.
First and
that's
long.
a tough break, but we've seen this. We've seen Newburyport deal with adversity, and if it's a penalty or down score, typically they just get right back to business. But that is a tough break. I mean, typically when you get that holding call, you see it right away, not after it's in, guys in the end zone. Then you throw it. especially on the outside. I think he's calling that on the interior, which is even more frustrating as a coach.
First and goal from the 18-yard line is Newburyport. It's a Fuller keeper up the middle, has a hole, makes another guy miss, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Colin Fuller.
Tell you, just right up the guard, and when you're looking at that offensive line, once again, I'm just going to credit all of those guys. But when you can run up the middle like that, and we've seen it throughout the school year or the football year, Noah Benson, number 65, is the center. And they can run between those tackles. And when you have a good center like that, it's makes it very beneficial. And once again, Noah's only a sophomore. So a lot of these guys will be back next year in some key positions.
Colin Fuller with another touchdown. I believe he's now accounted for 40 TDs on the year, which I believe is a Newburyport record. He just keeps racking them up. Colin Fuller, the star quarterback for Newburyport. 28-14 on the board. Going to go for the 2-point conversion. Sam Craig out wide. Now coming across is Sirota with Veradukis in the backfield. Brennan in the slot on the left side. Fuller going to hand it off to Veradukis. He gets the carry up the middle. 2-point conversion is good. 30-14 now, Newburyport lead.
Tell you, Landon Thurburge that time, number 79, had himself a great block. I think Fuller and Veradakis, they got to, make sure they take those offensive linemen out for like McDonald's or something. Buy them a couple pizzas, you know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
Those guys doing themselves a great job out there, setting up all these lanes.
They made that look too easy. Like it was like Veradukis, here you go, buddy.
Well, I just think the mentality and the mindset of, Fuller. So here he goes. He gets the touchdown and it gets called back. So they, goes over to the coaches. They run another play and he's like, all right, I'll just score again then. So, I mean, maybe if they count, he might have 80 touchdowns if they count the ones that they call back on the poor kid.
It's all right. He just came back and scored it again.
That's right. I'll just do it again.
Made it look even better that time.
Yeah.
Colin Fuller putting on a show today here at the 101st Thanksgiving rivalry game between Amesbury and Newburyport. It's a kick long to the left side, picked up at the 20 is Amesbury, then brought all the way up to about the 47-yard line. So Amesbury with some good field position with 2:09 left here in the second quarter.
Nice special teams play that time by Quinn Brennan, the junior, saving the. Looked like he was going to go for big yardage if Brennan doesn't make that tackle. So nice job. And then here we go. You have Justin Doobie, quarterback, coming under center here. 2 minutes left, and as we said, this is a very potent offense in their own right. Power offense, counter tray offense. Amesbury needs to get back on the scoreboard.
Two backs this time with a receiver to the left. It's a pitch. Joe Pulo with the carry. Runs to the left side. Nice gain on the play. Going to be probably just short of a first down. Going to bring up second down and short for Amesbury. Late flag comes in.
Let's see what this is. That was a nice play. That was just a quick pitch. A little different formation. You had two backs in the backfield. Quick pitch. Pick up about 7 yards for Amesbury. I don't know what the call is.
Came in real late after the play. It's going to be against Newburyport.
Personal foul against Newburyport.
Personal foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there.
Wow.
The good news is the ref that counted off it has the shortest stride. So although it was 15 yards, I think he only counted 12.
Hey, we'll take it here in Newburyport.
Yeah, there's one thing as a coach, you see who's going to mark off the penalties. Look at this stride, you'd be in trouble.
Amesbury back to that T formation with three backs. Under center's Doobie from the 31. It's a carry up the middle. Pulo with the carry, just a sophomore, but this kid is tough.
Yeah, that's a nice run, hard-nosed running that time, just a straight dive. They're going quick here, Amesbury.
Here on 2nd down and 6. It's a keeper by Dubé. He's looking to throw. He's scrambling on the left. Now he's going to keep it. Going to go for the first down. Going to be close, but he gets pushed out of bounds. Going to stop the clock at 1:28.
Tell you the one thing, Steve, that we were hearing, for today is it's going to be a washout, and so although it's drizzling, we haven't seen the heavy rain that was predicted. Knock on wood. Hopefully it continues like this. For the kids that are out there today.
It's almost lightened up a little bit from where we were at.
And the crowd has filtered in. You have a decent crowd here on a rainy Thanksgiving Day game.
I thought by half it would be pouring, but not so much. Here's Amesbury out of the T formation. This time DiCarlo gets the carry, goes up the middle. Going to be a first down for Amesbury, exactly what they're looking for.
And DiCarlo and Thurston on the tackle. They're just going quick here because they have short time, 1 minute and 20 seconds left.
First down and 10 now. Dubé hands it off. Number 5 this time, Connor Scaladone. Nice run, about 8 yards on the play. And we're going to have a timeout. Amesbury, as they're moving the ball, 1:07 left here in the second quarter. 30-14, Newburyport lead, but Amesbury looking to get another score.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that time it's those straight dives that I always felt like when you're playing this type of a team where they counter tray, they trap, they do the quick pitches, they pull the tackles. I always felt you could kind of read that, and when you had good secondary, good linebackers, good D-line, you can kind of neutralize some of those plays, but it was that quick-hitted straight dive that used to kill us. And I think Amesbury, on those past 3 or 4 plays, Steve, that's what they were doing. Just get under the ball quick, straight dive, straight dive, straight dive, and they end up getting some good yardage. So, sure, Coach Smolsky's talking, to his guys, and really to prevent that straight dive at you, it's almost like you got to have your D-line stay low and kind of submarine that offensive line so they can't get off the ball.
2nd and 3 now for the Red Hawks from the Newburyport 12-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. 30-14 lead for the Clippers. Amesbury would love to get one more in here before the half. Here they come out of the huddle in that T formation. Scaladone, DiCarlo, and Puelo in the backfield. Who's going to get the carry? This time it's DiCarlo. He's going to the end zone. Oh, he's going to be brought down at about the 1-yard line. I thought he got in, but they're going to say he was down just before with 1 minute left here in the first half.
Yeah, that time they ran a counter trade. They pulled the right guard and tackle up through the hole. The Kyle almost went in. You almost, if you're Coach Smolsky, wishing they did score, because you would have got the ball back to Colin Fuller with the minute. But it looks like Amesbury's very happy here with 1st and goal on the 1 as they're taking their time, letting the clock run down. 40 seconds left.
Right back to the T formation. Dubé under center. DiCarlo gets the carry. They're signaling touchdown, Amesbury.
Yeah, that time just, they're already toe-to-toe in their splits and just really a wedge dive.
Amesbury going to go for 2 to try to make this a 1-score game. 30-20 is the score. We'll see what they do here. DiCarlo, 13 two-point conversions on the season. He just had the touchdown there. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to him. Their senior stud, trying to get to that 1,000-yard mark today.
Key play right here for the 2-point conversion.
Scaladone, DiCarlo, and Puelo in the backfield. It's a keeper by Dubé.
I think he jumped. Offsides.
Another penalty on Amesbury.
Gonna push them back. This is the key right now. Newburyport's up 10, Steve, so if they can stop the 2-point conversion, you're a 2-score game. If you're coaching up that defense, you're really emphasizing that, guys coming across the ball. if you're Amesbury, that pushing them back a little bit kind of limits some of your calls that you can run here.
Ball now on the 8-yard line for the 2-point conversion. Just 30 seconds left.
Might see a play action here, Steve, and a bootleg.
Scaladon, DeCarlo, and Puello in the backfield. It's a keeper by Dubé, the quarterback. He throws. Intercepted. The 2-point conversion is no good. Great play there. Henry Thurston for the Clippers.
That's exactly what we were talking about, the type of linebacker he is. You know, where he can be super aggressive, come up and make stops, but also has the athletic ability to drop. And that time, nice read by Thurston. Didn't bite on the play action, dropped into his zone, and nice hand-eye coordination for the interception.
Thurston, to me, he's like the unsung hero of the defense in Newburyport all season long, and he's coming up big here on Thanksgiving Day for the Clippers.
Right, nice job that time. I'm surprised they didn't let him run that out because, you know, that was still a live ball. He ended up intercepting and then started running down the sideline, and the refs blew the whistle. So I was curious to see. Maybe he stepped out of bounds. I'm not sure.
So 30 seconds on the clock. 30-20 is the score here in Newburyport. Just a light drizzle right now as the rain kind of holding off.
Tell you, I'd squib this and not kick it deep to get Sirota back there and Craig.
There's the squib. Oh, line drive, actually. Number 25 grabs it, jumps to the ground.
It's a great field position, and as we were saying throughout this season, we've seen Colin Fuller in this high-powered offense score. And right now they have great field position, 28 seconds. They have a few timeouts.
Great field position from the 48 is Newburyport with 28 seconds on the clock. Colin Fuller lonely in the backfield. Spread offense out for the Clippers. Sam Craig way out to the right side. Everett Kenny, he's outside to the left. Veridukis in the slot. Fuller looking to throw a screen pass. Caught and complete. Sam Craig to the 45, trying to make some guys miss. Goes back the other way. Nowhere to go, though, as Amesbury not fooled on the play. Second and long now for the Clippers.
Right, just tried to do a little bubble screen to the left side at Craig. Didn't really have much running room to the outside. Tries to cut it back to the middle. Well defended that time by Amesbury defense.
What kind of call you think here on the timeout? It's Coach Smolsky coming together here for Newburyport. Just 17 seconds on the clock.
Tell you, Amesbury came out in a twin safety look. So if they are looking to throw the ball, anything down in the middle, a post down the middle of the field may be open if they come back out in that twin safety look.
You know what time I think it is? It's Everett Kenny time right now. We haven't seen him all game. This is your guy, Sean.
That's right, the human highlighter with those green fluorescent cleats.
Probably the fastest guy on the field. Let him go and air it out because you know Fuller can do it. And we don't have much rain at all, so I'm sure the ball is still throwable at this time.
Yeah, Kenny is out there, Steve. See if they heard you.
We'll see. He's way outside to the left is Kenny. Veridukis in the slot on the left side. Sam Craig way out to the right side. Nobody in the backfield. Just Colin Fuller, who's in the gun. The star quarterback for Newburyport. Been putting on a show today in front of the home crowd. Fuller looking to throw. He does. Caught and complete. Sam Craig at the 45. Makes a guy miss, then brought down. Going to be close to a first down. 9 seconds, 8 seconds on the clock. Going to call another timeout is Newburyport to stop the clock at 8 seconds. Third and short.
If they saw that up top, the coaches up top, you definitely had Kenny streaking down the sideline. He was wide. He would have been wide open. You come back to that play, just like you said, Steve.
Yeah, I just love Kenny's speed, and he can pretty much get open on his own when he can use that speed to his advantage. And, haven't really used him yet today, so I think right now would be a great time. As, obviously they're always looking for Sam Craig, but Everett Kenny, he can put on a show. You just got to get the ball.
Right, and with 8 seconds left, if I'm sure Coach McQueen's going to play more of a prevent, I wouldn't even have my corners up on anyone. Back them off at least, 10 yards, just keep everyone in front of you. Let's see if that's what they're going to do.
3rd and 1. On the 43-yard line is Newburyport. Just 8 seconds left in the first half. Clippers with a 30-20 lead.
Same coverage here, and Kenny, same formation.
Kenny out wide to the left side. Veradukas in the backfield. Offset to the left of Fuller. Fuller looking to throw a screen pass. Caught incomplete. Then he flips it back, but fumble as they're trying a little trickery play to Veradukas. 2 seconds.
2 seconds here.
Little trickery, but that ball's slippery.
I'm going to have you go up on the ladder to the coaches up top, Steve, and say, hey, throw it to Kenny down the sideline.
I would love it.
5.
Throw it to Kenny.
Oh, it looks like that's going to be the...
they're going to call it.
That they had a timeout left.
That's the first half, 30-20 Newburyport over Amesbury here at the 101st Thanksgiving Day football game. Stay tuned as we're going to bring you second half action. You're listening to high school football here on 96.3 WJOP. Live here in Newburyport for the 101st Thanksgiving Day rivalry game. Amesbury and the Clippers, 30-20. Newburyport lead. I'm Steve Bowen with Hall of Famer Sean Gallagher. What a great game we had so far.
Yeah, just kind of back and forth, and as we were saying, really talking about the weather conditions and defense, and felt like that was going to be a turning point of the game. And Newburyport right now capitalized on that fumble, and that's been the touchdown score that we see. So I think the second half, as you were saying, we just took a break. We went outside, and the rain is starting to come down a little bit harder right now. And this second half is probably going to be a lot of, you're going to see running the football, or if Colin Fuller is going to be throwing the football, probably be some of those short passes and bubble screens that they've been pretty effective with.
Yeah, I mean, besides that one mistake that Amesbury has had offensively, both teams have been able to move the ball quite easily today, even though it's been raining. And even, Colin Fuller's been made some throws, and Doobie's made a couple as well. So let's see what happens here in the second half between these two rivals. This one goes way back. Last year we had the big 100th anniversary game. Newburyport was victorious in that one. So 44-26. Amesbury wants to come back this year in Newburyport, take that away from them. But Colin Fuller, the star quarterback for Newburyport, he's thinking differently. What a great game he's had so far.
Yeah, he just continues to do what he's been doing since, for his entire career here in Newburyport. And today, being a senior captain, this is his last high school football game. He's actually probably even more intense, if that's even possible, than what we've seen him throughout the football year.
On the year, Fuller with accounted for 40 touchdowns on the season. Definitely a Newburyport record. Nobody else out there ever accounted for 40 touchdowns in a season. And that's your star quarterback, Colin Fuller. He's been putting on a show today in front of the home crowd. And Clippers averaging 28 points a game, got 30 in the first half. So this team rocking and rolling. Newburyport going to kick left to right. Amesbury going to receive to start the second half. Exactly what they want is the Redhawks down 10 points. Is the Redhawks kicking Sam Craig from the 40-yard line left to right. Amesbury's Connor Mazzaglia in the backfield. He's all the way back at the 20. Craig kicks it to the right side, though, at the 30. Amesbury gets it to the 35, makes a guy miss 40, and then pushed out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Joe Pulo with the return.
That might not have been the guy I'd want to kick to. He's had himself a great first half.
Pulo, just a sophomore, but a big-time playmaker for this team. He's got over 800 yards on the season rushing. Amesbury coming in with that white jersey with the red number. Newburyport in their maroons with that white lettering. Here to start the second half. Amesbury goes right back to that T formation that they've been in most of the game today. Doobie under center. Here's the handoff up the middle to the 50. Brought down at the 47-yard line. DiCarlo with the carry.
Right, that time just run an inside trap there, and Kalen Noseworthy. We saw him first half play some Nice job defensively at the middle linebacker spot, but has also been immense out there on the offensive line. Had himself a nice trap that time.
DiCarlo, the senior captain, coming in with over 900 yards now on the season. Back to the T formation. Doobie under center from the 47, inside carry. First down and more. Off and running. Joe Pulo, 30-25. Brought out about the 21-yard line. First down for the Redhawks.
And Pulo that time straight dive, but also nice job by DiCarlo. As the lead block. Tell you, those are the quick hitters. As I was saying in the first half, I always felt really tough to defend in this offense because they're straight at you. They're a quick hitter. You don't really have much time to react. So nice job that time by Amesbury's offensive line coming off the football.
Carry this time is DiCarlo. Brought down, nice 5-yard gain on the play. So Amesbury just running the ball here in the rain in Newburyport.
Tell you, Bennett Bollier, 71. I'm having him as a freshman, 6'1", 215. Freshman on the stop.
On Thanksgiving Day, what a big game for him.
Second down and 7.
Scaladone, DiCarlo, and Puilo in the backfield in the T formation. Doobie under center. It's a carry. Guess who? DiCarlo gets it. Runs behind his man. Going to get a first down and goal now for Amesbury. Great block there. I believe Ollie Peters setting that up.
All right, Skiba, the D-line.
And Shobanian.
Skiba talking out there that stay low, especially on those straight dives. Skiba, Smith, Hartford. Key guys to this defense up front.
Scaladone, DiCarlo, Puelo in the backfield. Doobie under center. First and goal from the 9-yard line. DiCarlo gets a carry up the middle. Makes a guy miss. Going to head to the end zone. Let's see if he gets in. I believe he's down at about the 1-yard line. But DiCarlo with a nice run. Amesbury thinks it's a touchdown. But they're going to put it down. So second and goal now from the 1-yard line.
Second and goal, you're going to have your goal line defense coming out. The defensive line really needs to stay under. Almost like a submarine, that offensive line, and allow those linebackers to flow. But this would be tough to keep the Amesbury offense out of the end zone with 1 yard to go.
Doobie under center. Hands it off. Nowhere to go. Brought down probably for a loss on the play on the handoff. DiCarlo shut down. Third and goal now for Amesbury.
Yeah, Skiba in on there. Also trying to get another number, I think Suzio was in on there. Now you got third down.
2 down territory for Amesbury. Down 10, 30-20. Doobie under center. He keeps it, trying to get in. That line's pushing him. Let's see, touchdown, Amesbury.
Yeah, just a wedge dive to the quarterback. Real tough. Tough to stop. So 30-26. Up by 4 here. So this is where special teams really comes into play, Steve, especially for Amesbury, these 2-point plays.
Amesbury gone for 2 every time they've had a touchdown in this game. They're going to go for it again, but they've had a couple penalties, which brought them back, and then they're unable to convert. But here we go, 30-26, 2-point conversion. Back to that T formation. Scaladone, DiCarlo, Puelo in the backfield. Doobie under center. It's a carry. DiCarlo, no, Puelo keeps it. Sorry, touchdown, or 2-point conversion. Doobie on the play, on the keeper.
Yeah, just QB keeper, nice play action. Defense converged on the running back, and Doobie kept the ball. Being the athlete that he is, got to the corner and got the 2-point conversion.
Doobie just hides the ball so well Hard to see from up here. Nice 2-point conversion. Only a 2-point game. We were kind of talking pre-game. This should be a good, tight match, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Great game so far.
Tell you, nice job that time by Amesbury and Coach McQueen. Really, that first drive that we just saw was a lot of straight dives right at the Newburyport defense. They had success. And we've seen this all year long. This Newburyport offense can score points on anyone. Even playing top-ranked Linfield, they put up about 30 points.
Yeah, it does not matter the opponent. Offensively, they can put up a lot. What a great season Newburyport has. They came on 4-6, but definitely better than their record as they played a really tough schedule, especially out of the Cape Ann this year, which definitely prepared them for the playoffs and this big game against Amesbury. Here at the 101st Thanksgiving Day rivalry game. Here's the kick right to left to the 30. Newburyport gets it 35-40 and brought down at the 41-yard line. Silas Brennan with the return.
Yeah, some good field position, I think, for both teams throughout the ball game. Really have started the drive, Steve, about midfield. Those long, deep kicks we haven't seen today. Been really squib kicks and almost look like onside kicks.
Yeah, first play of the game, onside kick. Amesbury trying to fool Newburyport, but they were not. And Newburyport took that early 14-0 lead. But now it's 30-28, 8:22 left here in the third quarter. Fuller in the backfield. It's a keeper. He's scrambling. He's got pressure. He's going to keep it, though. Gets to the 40 and brought down at the line of scrimmage by about 4 Amesbury defensive players. Fuller still didn't go down, though. They had to blow the whistle.
Yeah, he didn't go down in that time, just like we've seen pretty much today and all season long. Fuller surrounded by 4 white jerseys. Makes a couple moves and gets not only back to the line of scrimmage, but he picks up 1 yard. And I think in most cases that would have been a 5-yard loss.
What I like about Fuller, he's not that big of a kid, but he plays bigger than he is. He's got that, like you were saying, that tough tenacity. He's just a football player is Colin Fuller. He can do it all with his legs and his arm. Empty backfield for Colin Fuller. He's in the gun, 3 wide receivers, spread to the right, 2 to the left. Everett Kenny all by himself out there way on the left side. Man in motion comes across, but it's a keeper by Fuller. Goes up the middle, brought down at the 45-yard line. It's going to bring him up 3rd and 6 now for the Clippers.
Yep, 3rd and 6 right here. You're at the midfield, Steve, and I don't think you need to get it all on first down here. I still think there's going to be 2-down territory for the Clippers.
Also the Newburyport 45-yard line.
So you want to make this, if it is going to be 4th down, 4th and manageable. So you're looking to pick up at least 4 yards, 3 to 4 yards on this play. But we know Newburyport is probably looking for more than that.
Everett Kenny by himself on the left side. Fuller in the backfield with Veradukis offset to the left. Sam Craig out wide to the right. In the slot is Sirota. Fuller looking to keep it, go up the middle. He gets that first down and a few more yards. Brought down about the Amesbury 46-yard line. First down, Clippers.
Nice run that time by Colin Fuller. We've been seeing that all year. Sam Hartford, left guard, kind of leading Fuller up through that hole. Some nice offensive blocking here by the Clippers throughout the ball game. Really for both sides. You get credit both offensive lines. Probably get over 500 yards rushing combined, both teams.
Man in motion's Kenny, but Fuller keeps it up the middle. Nice gain on the play, about 7 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and short now for Newburyport. They've been able to move this ball quite easily today against this Red Hawks defense.
Yeah, nice job that time once again. Sustained drive here. Amesbury subbing guys in and out, trying to keep people fresh out there.
Steady rain coming down here at James T. Stehlin Field in Newburyport. 30-28 ball game. Clippers with the 2-point lead. Fuller in the backfield. Looking to throw on the play action. Oh, hit from behind, and he threw it. Might be a live ball. It is. Amesbury picks it up at the 40. 35 brought out of bounds. Turnover. Amesbury with the ball. Controversial as he got hit while throwing. Fuller. Amesbury thinks they have it.
They're not moving the chains.
Referees kind of coming together.
I haven't seen the chain move yet.
Yeah, they're not sure what to do as he got hit while throwing. I think that was a live ball, though.
No, we don't have replay. I think it could have been the Tom Brady tuck rule right there.
Bring that back, Maeve. Bring that back. You got about
rule.
5 seconds. Amesbury should start hiking this ball quick. We're going to do a replay here. No, Amesbury going to get it, 32-yard line, so that was a live ball turnover. Huge play for the Redhawks. Back to that T formation. Doobie under center from the Newburyport 32. Here's a carry. DiCarlo finds a little bit of room. A 5-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 5 now for Amesbury.
Yeah, they're switching the defense up a little bit. Now they got Skeeber back to his middle backer position.
Tackle by Stehlin.
All the games we've done this year, I don't think I've seen Fuller hit like that on the blind side, as that offensive line usually very stout for Newburyport.
Yeah, I think it was a corner blitz to the weak side. Newburyport didn't expect that. I tell you, that just shows you how tough Fuller is, because he took a shot in the back.
Absolute drill.
Got right back up.
Back to the T formation is Amesbury, 2nd and 5 from the 27. Oh, we got motion on the line. Flag going to be against Amesbury.
Yeah, push them back, so you're going to have 2nd and long here. Newburyport switching guys in and out. Secondary guys. Brennan and Skeeber coming out.
Skiba played phenomenal today for Newburyport and all season.
Now at the Newburyport 32-yard
He's going to come out. They're going to go a little bit bigger on that line. Newburyport's got great size and speed. But Amesbury matching up very well with them today. Back to the T formation is Amesbury from the 32-yard line here on 2nd and 10. It's a carry up the middle. Joe Puello getting about 6 yards on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 now.
A nice fill that time also by Thurston flying up there. Like you said, picked up decent yardage. You got 3rd and 5. You know, Amesbury's 2-down territory pretty much for them.
Skibo back into the game. Now they got him at linebacker. Big 3rd down coming up with 3:24 left in the 3rd quarter. 28-30. Amesbury down 2 here out of the T formation. It's a carry up the middle. 1st down for Joe Puello. Oh, it's going to be short. It's going to be short, so it's going to be 4th down and about a half a yard or so for Amesbury.
Shabani and Skiba on the tackle on that. But, yeah, huge play right here.
Skiba, just a junior. He's going to be a big-time player for this team next year as a senior.
Newburyport switching out. Kenny's coming out. They're bringing another lineman in. Looks like Hartford's in there now, so they're going big here. Goal line defense, 4th and 1. This is huge.
From the 23-yard line of Newburyport, here's Amesbury out of the T formation. We got movement on the line. No way it's Amesbury again. Oh, tough penalty. Too many penalties for the Redhawks today.
It's going to push them back, so now you're going to have 4th and 6.
Instead of about 4th and 1, now 4th and 6 for Amesbury. That's got to hurt them.
Newburyport switching up the D here.
Let's see if they stay with that T formation or they spread it out a little bit, as they've done a couple times this game when their backs are against the wall.
Yeah, we see them come out and 4th and long on like a Twins look. Let's see what they have here. Nope, sticking with it.
Staying with the T. Scaladone, DiCarlo, Puelo in the backfield. 4th and 6 from the 28. Puelo keeps it. He's got a man. Skiba! Huge play!
Skiba on the backside.
Woo!
They kind of, the play action that time, Skiba coming from the backside. Big time quarterback sack for the junior. Huge play for the Clippers.
He's come up big for this team. The first play of the game for Amesbury, he causes the fumble, jumps all over it. Then here on 4th down, huge time sack. Newburyport takes over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Up 2 is the Clippers. Fuller in the backfield with Veridukis just offset to the left. Everett Kenny by himself on the left side. 3 wide receivers out to the right. Craig in the slot. It's a Fuller keeper. Left side makes a guy miss, but brought down for about a 2-yard gain on the play. 2nd and long now for the Clippers.
I think this second half here, Steve, they are trying to key on Fuller. Did see that extra defender in there inside the box. So I wouldn't be surprised that would open up Varadakis and some of these other running backs too.
Same formation for Newburyport. Fuller in the backfield with Veridukis. Out of the gun is Fuller, looking for an option. He keeps it. Brought down about another 3-4 yard gain on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down now for the Clippers at about the 41-yard line.
3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3. Looking to throw the ball here too. You always got Sam Craig's been a go-to. You got Kenny on the outside.
All of the neutral 41-yard line.
Bringing in a new ball as they've been trying to keep these dry, all these footballs. As that rain coming down here with 40 seconds left on the clock in the 3rd quarter. Fuller with the option. Veridukis gets it on the pitch. Trying to get to that 1st down. He's going to get it.
Veridakis that time, nice job. Gets the 1st down. Nice read that time by Fuller. Pitching to Varadakis for the 1st down.
1st down and 10 to report.
Another set of plays here.
The 45-yard line.
I mean, the way Varadakis is running too, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Smolsky starts feeding him the ball a little bit.
And he gets it. Veridukis on the carry, has some room to the 50. Goes outside 45, 40. He's off and running, folks. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Newburyport.
Yeah, you're keyed on Fuller so much, which you should be. Kind of lull you to sleep there, and then you got Varadakis. And that time Varadakis, nice running. Tell you got to credit those wide receivers. Sam Craig out there blocking, and Kenny and Turbani, all of those guys. Just a well-executed offensive play.
Great play call, Sean. You said it yourself. You said, watch out for Veridukis. It's going to open up. And there it was with a huge run for Newburyport on the turnover on downs. And they come back and score, make it a 36-28 ball game. 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Going for 2 is the Clippers with Veridukis in the backfield, just offset to the right of Fuller, who's in the gun. Sam Craig out wide to the right. They give it to Veridukis up the middle. 2-point conversion is good. 38-28, 10-point ball game. 6 seconds on the clock. Clippers, what a second half we're having here.
Yeah, I like that call. Varadakis just really, that drive coming alive. And you started seeing the Amesbury defense was really swarming on Fuller, which leads you to believe they were really keen on him. And, rightfully so. I think Coach McQueen, you come out the second half, you want to try to slow Fuller down because that first half, he was the guy. But as we've been seeing throughout the year, there's other offensive weapons that Newburyport can go to, and that time Varadakis was the key guy.
Yeah, they got so much talent offensively.
And then just those three guys in the interior, Noah Benson, Sam Hartford, and Will Roper, George Looms, that whole offensive line there, doing themselves a great job. Landon, Theberge. So key drive right there for Newburyport. But remember, this Amesbury team does not go away. They scored. They brought the lead just to 2, and now it's going to go right back to Amesbury.
Sam Craig with a boot left to right, picked up by Amesbury at the 30 to the 35, up to the 40, and then brought down Joe Pulo with the return up to about the 45-yard line. So Amesbury down 10, going to start the fourth quarter. Backs against the wall, but like Sean was saying, you cannot not count out this Red Hawks team as they've been playing well all season long. So,
all right, they cut the lead. It's up to 10 now.
That's the last play of the third quarter.
Coach McQueen's just bringing his guys in. Plenty of time. There's 12 minutes left.
Newport 38, Amesbury 28.
Coach Smolsky, talking to his defense. They had a nice defensive stand the last series with the quarterback sack by Skiba, but really just emphasizing that first and second down. When you make Amesbury play in third and long or second and long, they're not used to that, or they don't want to be in that situation. They want to be, second and 4, second and 5, first down. They really want to get 4 to 5 yards a carry. And then that opens up that whole offense on second and third down. When you push them back and you make them play third and long, now they got to break that tight T formation. They got to go to something else that they're, obviously they're great athletes and they can get the first down, but that's not where they want to be. They want to be, second and short, third and short, fourth and short. That's their bread and butter.
All right, here comes the Red Hawks. First and 10 from the 45-yard line, down 10. Start the fourth quarter, and that T formation is the Red Hawks. Here's the carry up the middle. DiCarlo gets to about the 50-yard line, so a 5-yard gain on the play. Amesbury moving that ball, just like Sean's saying, about 5-4 yards every play on first and second. It's exactly what they're looking for.
Right, and this, second and 5 here opens up that whole offense. You can do counter tray, inside trap, straight dive, quarterback keeper.
Quick snap here for Amesbury. Doobie hands it off up the middle. Connor Skellydown with the carry, going to be just short of a first down. Going to bring up third down in about a yard.
Plus the key, this is a methodical type of offense, Steve. So typically they're going to use up a lot of clock here. And when you're down 10, that's the other piece, is you're not scoring quick. So then the clock starts to come into play if you're Amesbury and you're behind.
Third and short for the Red Hawks.
Skiba.
Oh, Skiba comes up big again. No gain on the play for DiCarlo. Going to bring up 4th and 1 now for Amesbury.
Tell you, Skiba, only a sophomore, 5'10", 210 pounds. And then his counterpart, Henry Thurston, the other linebacker, only a junior, 5'9", 180 pounds.
A lot of bright futures here in Newburyport and Amesbury. A lot of young players.
Now they're putting Skiba inside. You got unbalanced to the left side for Amesbury.
4th down in short now. Doobie under center in the T formation. It's DiCarlo gets a first down. About a 4 or 5 yard gain on the play. Nice tackle there though. Colin Fuller probably saved a touchdown.
Yeah, Fuller, nice open field tackle that time.
First down and 10 Amesbury.
And I just think that's the other piece is Amesbury comes out, they run the double tight end, but they love to go unbalanced. So you got to recognize that quick, because typically when they come on their unbalanced line, they go in a quick snap. What they do is they play games by bringing the extra blocker over there. They are unbalanced again to the left side.
T formation for Amesbury. Doobie keeps it up the middle, but a 5-yard gain on the play. They make that T formation look very easy, but we know it's a very difficult thing to run smoothly, and Amesbury doing a great job today at keeping that ball hidden. Not too sure who's going to get it.
Right, a lot of misdirection back there. Even though they're tight formation, they get a lot of the running backs are crossing and faking. So it's hard, you got to pick up where that ball is. Now they're unbalanced to the right side.
2nd and 5 from the 37 is Amesbury. Here's the carry up the middle. Joe Pulo going to get a first down on the play, but that time is ticking. 8:55 on the clock left in this ball game.
That's the key. You want to slow this offense down, but typically ball control offense, they're going to continue to drive the ball and they're going to continue to use up the clock.
Ball at the Newburyport 32-yard line.
And time becomes a factor. It's when you're down by, right now they're down 10.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for Amesbury. 8:29 on the clock. It's a carry up the middle. Joe Pulo gets it on the inside trap, gets a first down, and he's going to keep going all the way down to about the 15-yard line. Big first down there for the Red Hawks. This team running it easily on this Newburyport team. Rain coming down here in Newburyport.
Had a nice halftime show where some of the alumni were being introduced by Mayor Aidan. Alum, 5th generation family here in Newburyport. You talk about tradition. Happy Thanksgiving to Mayor Aidan and his family.
Here's a carry. DiCarlo out to the left side. Going to go out of bounds at about the 5-yard line, but another first down for Amesbury. Red Hawks trying to make this a one-score ball game.
Right, this is a nice sustained drive for the Red Hawks. Yeah, 1st and...
No, they didn't give it to him. It'll be 2nd and about a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Ball at the Newburyport 6-yard line.
Ball placed at the 6-yard line. 2nd and short for Amesbury, looking to get another score. Back to that T formation they've been in all day. Here's the carry. Doobie keeps it. He's going to get up the middle. Touchdown, Red Hawks.
Right, that time just the QB keeper, just follow the running backs. Doobie does a nice job, chopping those legs to get into the end zone. Amesbury down by 4, 7:44 left in the game. They used up some time there. Here comes the wind and the rain right now.
Yep, coming down pretty good here. That wind picking up.
This is a huge 2-point conversion.
Just a 4-point ball game with 7:44 left. Here comes Amesbury right to that T formation. Skeledon, DiCarlo, Puelo in the backfield. Doobie under center. Here's the handoff. DiCarlo gets it up. 2-point conversion is good. 38-36. Spectacular ball game today.
They're finding something to that left side, Steve. They've been running unbalanced to that left side. So when you bring the extra blocker over there, you get 2 guys at point of attack. And it's just really tough to defend, especially if you're not recognizing it. So they've been going regular double tight end, a regular even offense. And then when they hit that unbalance, it's usually a quick snap. And on that time, they went unbalanced to the left side, quick snap. They get the 2-point conversion. But now, as we talk and what we've seen throughout the school year and throughout the football season, is this is when Colin Fuller and the offense kind of shines. They have 7 minutes and 44 seconds. Newburyport's up by 2. And now they're looking to... Newburyport would be good if they could sustain their own drive, get into the end zone. I'm sure Coach Smolsky, before that offense went on the field, really just talking about let's get a sustained drive and onside kick.
Onside kick. Oh, Newburyport jumping up, ball's loose. Amesbury might have it. Amesbury might have it, folks. They do. They're saying they got it. Oh, Amesbury with the ball on the onside. Wow.
Tell you, momentum swing right there. So Amesbury, last drive goes down. They score the touchdown. They get the 2-point conversion. They come right back. They onside kick or squib kick. And they recover it. And now you got 7 minutes and 42 seconds. Amesbury down by 2 points. That is a tough break for the Clippers here.
Henry Thurston, he had it, but then he bobbled it, and Amesbury jumped all over it.
Yeah, this ball is so wet right now. It's going to be really tough for anyone to hang on to it. So let's see if the defense can come here. See if they can slow down the Amesbury offense. Here's Skiba again.
Skiba, great defensive play. Nowhere to go is Connor Scallydon. He's going to be brought down for no gain on the play. About a yard loss, so 2nd and 11 now coming up for Amesbury.
Skiba and Brennan there. I'll tell you, Skiba just shot through. I'm not sure if he was, looks like he was from his D-line position. He's been switching back and forth D-line when they run like a 6-man front. And then when they go to the 5-man front, they put Skiba at the backer. So that time Skiba on the D-line, he's shooting the gap between the center and the guard. But they're coming back to that unbalanced, the left side.
2nd and long now out of the tee. It's a pitch to the left side. Joe Puello, he's got some room to the 40, 35. Going to be brought down. Let's see if they give him the first down. He does have it. So about 11, 12-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, that time, once again, the left side, they run the quick pitch instead of the power that we've been seeing. Trying to get Pulo out there, outside quicker. 6 minutes, 35 seconds left in the game. Defense trying to dig their heels in.
Just a 2-point game. Amesbury looking to take the lead out of the T formation. DiCarlo with the carry. What a 6-yard gain on the play. Exactly what Amesbury is looking to do on first down.
Right, they're just taking advantage of that left side. Good job. Now, anytime you're running like that, the left side of the line is doing their job.
2nd down and 4.
You got your tight ends, Ethan Kirby. Also got Ollie Peters, the other tight end. They initiate the blocking. Also 61, the left tackle there, having himself a great game.
2nd down and 4. Carry up the middle. Joe Puello, but nowhere to go is Puello. Going to bring up about 3rd and 3 now for Amesbury, but that time keeps ticking. 5:24 on the clock and running.
Trebanian on the stop. Nice job.
Brought by Smith and Trebanian.
3rd and short. And throughout the game, Amesbury's hurt themselves with a couple offsides, so I'm sure Coach McQueen has emphasized that, especially going into the 4th quarter. You can't hurt yourselves. 4 minutes and 59 seconds left in the game.
3rd and 3 from the T formation is Amesbury. Do be under center to carry DiCarlo. Going to get a first down and more. Brought down at about the 15, 16-yard line. So Amesbury trying to take the lead.
Right now, Amesbury really controlling the line of scrimmage. And if you're Coach McQueen, you want to keep driving the football here, but you don't want to. It's like a catch-22. You definitely want to score because you want to go ahead, but you don't want to give too much time for Colin Fuller. So I'm not sure if he's going to try to run this clock down.
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 16. It's a carry up the middle.
Yeah, just that quick dive. Picks up about 4 yards, so you're going to have 2nd and 6. And 4:06 left in the game.
This has got to be one of the best rivalries in the state on Thanksgiving. You can take the records, the divisions, all out of it. It's all about passion and good football. And exactly what we're seeing today in this tight matchup. 38-36. Time is running. 3:48 on the clock. Amesbury looking to take the lead here on 2nd and 7 from the Newburyport 13-yard line. Right back to that T formation is Amesbury. We do be under center. It's a carry for DiCarlo. He's going left side. Going to be close to a first down, but going to be just a little short. So 3rd and short now for Amesbury.
3rd and short right here, and still having a lot of success on that left side. Number 62, Stacy Peck. He's only a sophomore. He's the left tackle over there.
Yeah, tons of young talent on both sides of the ball. Bright futures.
A lot of these guys will be back next year.
Bright
51,
futures.
Marcus Cologne, only a junior, also a tackle.
3rd and 1 for Amesbury. It's a carry up the middle. Going to be really close. Let's see if they give it to him. They might take the chains out. DiCarlo with the carry.
Yeah, looks like 4th down, but I'm not sure if I didn't see a signal by the ref. Probably 4th and 6, 6 inches.
Just short. So going to bring up a huge 4th down.
I think they're going to have a measurement here, Steve.
Yep, bring out the chains. So we're going to see what happens here. We have a timeout with just a 2-point game with 2:29 on the clock here at the 101st Thanksgiving Day rivalry game between these two, Amesbury and Redhawks, the Redhawks and the Newburyport Clippers. In this huge matchup, a lot on the line here coming up on this 4th down play. Amesbury all the way down at the Newburyport 7-yard line, down 2. What would you like to see the Clippers do here to try to stop them on 4th down?
I just think you got to go, you got to sell out right here. You got to go goal line. You have, right now we've been seeing a 6-2, a 6 defensive lineman. I would just submarine the offensive line and just have your linebackers blitzing. Sell out. You know they're going to be, probably trying to run that wedge dive with the quarterback. That's what I would bet on. Nothing fancy. And just try to sell out on that. But the way the offensive line, especially on that left side, they're running behind Marcus Cologne, the junior left tackle. He's having himself another great ball game.
Chains are out. Looks like it's going to be a 4th down and inches for Amesbury.
And sometimes, not that I would do this, but defensive calls as they're under center. Sometimes, you yell those out quick.
Oh, yeah.
You might get an offside call, but I would never coach that up.
Crowd getting loud here. They know it's a huge 4th down for Amesbury, who's down 2. 2:29 on the clock. Redhawks down at the Newburyport 7-yard line. 4th and inches. T formation. Scaladone, DiCarlo, Puelo in the backfield. Doobie under center. Doobie keeps it. He gets pushed for the first down. Huge play for Amesbury. They've done that QB sneak a few times today, and it's worked.
Yeah, it's what we see. I think the Eagles, right? Philadelphia Eagles run that wedge dive.
Tom Brady been doing it for years.
Yeah. So they got the first down. There's 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game.
Great play call there.
First and goal on the 5.
Great play call by Amesbury.
I'm thinking Newburyport coaching might start thinking about using some timeouts.
2 minutes on the clock. Here comes Amesbury. First and goal from the 5-yard line. Got a whistle. We're going to have a timeout.
Amesbury.
There's a huge play coming up. Just a 2-point ball game.
I tell you, that's huge right there. And I think if you're Coach Smolsky, you're looking at that time. It's 1 minute and 55 seconds left. You do have some timeouts. Obviously, you don't want to use them, but you definitely want to make sure you get the ball back. If Amesbury does score, you want to make sure you want Colin Fuller with some time left. It's almost like what we've said many times, especially watching Newburyport. The team that has the ball last is usually a team that's going to win. So I'm sure the coaching staff, they're all talking about that now too.
Yeah, we haven't seen as much defense today as we have seen offense, so definitely want to keep Colin Fuller off the field if can. It's almost like Patrick Mahomes. You give him the rock at the end of a game, he's probably going to win it. So let's see what happens here, though. 1:55 on the clock. Ball placed at the 5-yard line. First and goal now for the Red Hawks. Here on the 101st Thanksgiving Day rivalry between these two, Clippers and the Red Hawks. T formation, Doobie under center. Scaladone, DiCarlo, and Puello in the backfield. It's a keeper by the quarterback. Doobie gets about a yard or two on the play. So going to bring up second and goal from about the 4-yard line.
Timeout Clippers. I think that's smart. You got a minute and 49 seconds left in the game. Amesbury has second and goal. I don't think they gained much yards on that. Maybe a yard. So at the 4-yard line.
Want to give a shout out to Maeve Power, our producer. Aidan O'Connor on camera. Tom Goodwin also producing today. And Lilly Dissette back in the studio, making it all happen for you guys so we can bring you high school football here on Thanksgiving. So big shout out to them. I'm Steve Bowen with Hall of Famer Sean Gallagher, player and coach. Great to be back in the booth here on Thanksgiving with you. And glad we're not having that weather that we had back in the Ice Bowl in 2018.
That's right.
When we were calling it for 104.9. It's much, much warmer in the booth today, even though it's a low 40-degree weather.
Yeah. I mean, that was, 20, with the wind chill, I think that game was 20 below zero. And we're at Amesbury, which was like an all-concrete press box. So.
And about a quarter of the size of this, so we were scrunched in tight, and it did not matter. It was freezing.
It was freezing.
By far the coldest game I've ever done, and hopefully forever. So here we go. Huge play, 2nd and 4. 2nd and goal from the 4. T formation, Doobie under center. Hands it off to DiCarlo, looking to get in the end zone. He does. Touchdown, Amesbury.
DiCarlo carries for an Amesbury touchdown.
Nice job, nice drive that time by Amesbury. I'll tell you, I'm not sure if that, obviously you don't want to be behind, Steve, but I'm not sure if that's kind of a blessing that Amesbury scored, leaving a minute and 45 seconds left on the clock for Colin Fuller, but we'll see. Right now, great job by the Amesbury Red Hawks coming down the field and going ahead, taking the go-ahead lead here, 42-38. They're going for their 2-point conversion, which we've seen throughout the ball game.
Amesbury down 10, but now they come back up 4. Look for that 2-point conversion. Here it is. It's a carry. Ball is loose. Let's see, though, if he gets in.
That's huge.
Yeah, it was. He stopped him. He didn't get in. DiCarlo stopped at the line.
So Amesbury takes the lead with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the game, but they're only up 4. So now the senior legend here, Colin Fuller, and this high-powered offense will have the ball with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the game. We'll see what they can do offensively. I'll be curious to see if Amesbury continues to squib or onside kicks and willing to give that field position. I mean, you give Colin Fuller the ball at midfield with 1 minute and 45. To me, that's a tough, put a lot of pressure on your defense. I'm wondering if they'll try to kick it deep and play the field position game here a little bit.
Sam Craig, he's out deep with Eli Sirota for the kickoff. From the 40 is Amesbury, left to right. 1:45 left in this ball game. Up 4 is Amesbury. Here's the kick. It's like a squib to the 40, then brought down at the 38-yard line. Number 19, Brennan jumps all over it. So here comes that offense. Like Sean said, the legend, Colin Fuller. Here's your time to shine.
Tell you, Silas Brennan, nice job. Special teams again. Sure hands. Just falls on it. 1 minute and 45 seconds left here in the game. The 101st meeting. And we'll see. Want to thank Jim Antonelli, the athletic director, and his crew putting on a great show today and very well organized. Congratulations to him. Happy Thanksgiving.
Newburyport first and 10 spread offense. Fuller looking to throw. He does to the left side, but incomplete. Unable to corral it is Braden Foiler. Going to bring up second and 10 now from the 38 is Newburyport.
Fuller's pass attempt to Fowler is incomplete.
I think, as we were saying, as the game goes on, those footballs, they're soaked, even though you try to keep them as dry as you can. And that's where you try to save that dry ball. Usually you can show the ref like 4 balls that you're going to use throughout the game. Keep that 4th one super dry for times right now.
Fuller looking to throw on second down. He does, caught incomplete at the 45. Everett Kenny with the catch. Third down in the hurry-up offense out for Newburyport. Third and about 5. Fuller in the backfield with Veradukis offset to the right. Fuller steps back, looks to throw. He does. Got a man, caught incomplete. First down.
Clock
Eli
stops.
Sirota. That's the man.
17. Clock stops.
Sirota comes up big for this team when they need him, and he does there. Fuller here in the gun. Spikes it to stop the time at 1:16. So second down now and 10 coming up for Newburyport. What would you like to see the Clippers do here, Sean?
Well, I think right now they have Amesbury thinking pass conscious. I wouldn't be surprised with Varadakis or something like that, or even a QB draw with Fuller. Because right now, Amesbury's playing pass all the way.
Empty backfield, Fuller in the gun. Spread offense out there. Fuller looking to throw. He's got pressure. Oh, nice defensive play there by Amesbury. DJ DiCarlo breaks up the pass. Then brings up third and 10 for the Clippers.
Tell you, I like a QB draw right now.
Yeah, you got to get Fuller on his feet and off and running. That rain coming down here.
Second down and 10.
That ball just so hard to catch and throw right now.
Tell you, the linebackers in the secondary and, a good defense right now. Place your bets. Coach McQueen is definitely thinking pass. But the way the Fuller's running the football, they get a four-man rush. Any type of QB draw or something like that might go big.
Empty backfield. Fuller in the gun. He's looking to run. He does left side. Finds a hole. Going to get close to a first down. I think he's got it. They might bring the chains out. Let's see. Oh, they got him. They got him just short. Oh, he's saying first down. He's saying first. All right, they're going to move the chains.
Move the chains
without even looking. Here's Fuller out of the gun. They haven't even moved the chains yet. Fuller looking to throw here with 52 seconds. He's scrambling. He's looking for an open man. Throws it. Caught and complete. Wrestled to the ground. Eli Sirota comes up big again for the Clippers. 40 seconds on the clock and running. Amesbury up 4 here. Fuller from the 34-yard line with Veradukis in the backfield. Fuller looking to throw. He does over the middle. Eli Sirota in and out of the hands. Incomplete pass.
Incomplete. 25 seconds. Tell you, the ball is so wet right now. So the short passing game, those are the ones that you're going to complete, and I think that's what the offensive coordinator is trying to hit. But those deep on-the-money balls that we're used to seeing Colin Fuller throw, I think those are really difficult right now because the ball is wet and it's heavy. 3rd and 4.
Veradukis offset to the left of Fuller, who's in the gun. Everett Kenny out wide to the left. Sam Craig out wide to the right. Fuller looking to throw. He does. Eli Sirota caught and complete and out of bounds for the first down. Exactly what the Clippers wanted there.
Yeah, nice job that time. As we were saying, Sirota's been a gamer, especially when the game's on the line. He comes up big and right there, nice catch in traffic and gets out of bounds, stops the clock. 21 seconds left. Ball at the 30. You still have the ability. Colin Fuller can scramble and break big yardage too.
1st and 10, empty backfield for Fuller. He's in the gun. Drops back, throws it to the right side, caught and complete. Sam Craig out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. So second down, but just 17 seconds left on that clock.
I'm not sure how many timeouts Newburyport has. I'm not sure if they're out of timeouts.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Doesn't say on the board. But here we go, second down and about 4 from the 25. Fuller looking to throw. He does right side. Batted down, though, by Amesbury. Number 10, incomplete pass. Ollie Peters with a play.
Nice defensive play that time by Ollie Peters. Tell you, everyone's there focused on Sirota, Sam Craig to the right side. Who they're kind of forgetting about that I've seen on the other side is Everett Kenny.
Sean's guy, Everett Kenny. If he's going to come up today big, it's right now. Watch for Everett Kenny on the left side. He's out wide. Sirota on the left side as well with Fowler, and the gun is Fuller looking for an option. He keeps it up the middle. Oh, he's brought down at the line. Let's see what happens. That time's ticking. 8 seconds on the clock. And I believe we have a timeout. Yup. Timeout with 5 seconds left in the ball game. Newburyport down 4. Going to be at about the 24-yard line. Biggest play of the year coming up right now, Sean.
Big time. Tell you, they're running the twin safety look, so I think anything down the middle of the field, you have a trips look, any drag type of pattern. It's an easier throw for the quarterback, anything over the middle. And I think there's some soft spots in that zone. But like you said, there's 5 seconds left. Newburyport has the ball. They're at the 20-yard line.
And this is going to be it. This is going to be the season.
I don't really think you need the deep ball there, Steve, like down into the end zone. I think you might be able to hit a seam route right down the middle of the field. So you can throw the ball like a 10 to a 15-yard, and then the running back or receiver. We'll see.
Here we go.
This
Fuller.
is it.
Spread offense
Got
up Fuller.
call, buddy.
Empty backfield. Here we go. Kenny in the slot. Sam Craig out wide to the right. Fuller looking to throw. He does to the end zone. He's looking for Sam Craig. He's batted around. Intercepted. Amesbury. And that's the ball game, folks. 42-38. Redhawks with the upset here in Newburyport. Clippers can't believe it. What a fantastic ball game today, Sean.
Tell you, back and forth, this is exactly what this tradition's all about. Both sides, you're going to get the best efforts from. The game is never over. And I'll tell you, towards the end of the game, the Amesbury, that offense, ball control came in. And just a great football game, great seasons for both programs, both communities. And this is what Amesbury, Newburyport football is all about. Always kids giving 100% on both sides of the ball. Came down to the wire.
That's it. Came down to the last play of the game. Amesbury comes out victorious, down 10 late, but they get the victory 42-38. Sean, who's your players of the game?
Well, I think, there's two. We're going to give one for each. Since it's Thanksgiving, we can do what we want.
Let's do it.
So we're talking.
It's your call, Sean.
We heard a lot, I think, about the quarterback on the Amesbury side, Doobie, who's had himself a great season, DeCarlo, senior running back, who's had a great season also. But I really believe today on the Amesbury side is number 30, Joe Pulo, that sophomore running back. I think he had some nice runs on special teams and had some big runs throughout the afternoon.
Yeah, he sure did.
And then I think on the flip side, Colin Fuller, obviously, you could probably give him the MVP every game. Varadakis had himself a great game. But I think we're going to flip it to the defensive side, where I think Skiba really made himself known. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 220-pound linebacker. He played D-line today. But I think TJ Skiba, we were going for a Newburyport player of the game. that's our guy for today.
Yeah, that's a great call. He's had a great season, but today I feel like with his coming out party, he showed everybody, just a sophomore, he's a fantastic player. Both teams, they got bright futures. Sean, great to do the game with you here on Thanksgiving. Just another one for us.
Yeah.
So fabulous to be here with you.
Yeah, great. And I appreciate you coming out. And we're bringing it's like the Blues Brothers. We brought the band back together.
That's it.
We get to work in Newburyport. And it was a lot of fun this season.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. You're listening to high school football here on 96.3 WJOP.